Let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE that has come back to trading after the longer Easter weekend. That was actually it had a good run this morning. The last time I checked in the morning, it was at around 90,700 points, but seeing that it has reversed a lot of its gains that we had seen earlier on. Now trading still close to record highs, still close to that 90,000 level, but gaining slightly on the day, 0.48%. We are seeing that largely coming from the industrial 25 that has gained 0.93%, financial 15 climbing almost a third of a percent, but relatively flat. Just a slight slide on there is the resources 10 complex declining 0.07%, even though we have seen very elevated prices on the gold and of course the gold miners. Let's take a look at what is happening with the market stateside, and on that front, markets dealing with comments coming out of Trump yesterday. Saying that, of course, continuing his attacks on Fed Chair Jerome Powell, saying that he's a major loser and missed it too late. But as much as we had seen pressure on those markets yesterday, we are seeing a turnaround there, a rally of more than 2% on the S&P 500, the tech-heavy Nasdaq surging almost 2.5%, and a climb on the Dow of 2.17%. Of course, we are also taking a note of conversations happening and taking center stage at the IMF World Bank meetings this week. Let's take a look at the markets across the Atlantic, and of course there we are also keeping a close eye on earnings, and some of the most relevant ones this week will be coming out of oil giant Shell, shipping giant Maersk, and also the automaker Volkswagen. A sea of green we are seeing there, FTSE 100 popping more than 0.2%, the CAC 40 climbing by more than 0.4%, and a gain on the DAX of more than 0.33%. Let's take a look at what is happening on the currency scene and start off with how the rand is doing against some of the major currencies. Significant strength coming through to the rand, almost 1% against the US dollar. Just below 18 Rand 60 against that currency. The local unit against the pound at 24 Rand 87, and the rand against the euro at 21 Rand 34. Let's take a look at how the other currency pairs are doing, starting off with the euro dollar at 1.14, pound dollar at 1.33, and the yen just below 141 against the US dollar.